Good morning. My name is Dr. K for Chidimeje, the Lupus Day. Last week, I took time to visit a friend that is currently in Nigerian prisons. Yeah, a very good friend of mine. I know most of you would want to deny your friends because they entered Nigerian prisons. The conditions in Nigerian prison is horrible. You know, I keep wondering how people who have acute urinary retention, people who have severe peptic ulcer disease, people who have perforated peptic ulcer disease, people who have ruptured appendix, people who have itchy vagina, itchy penis, people who have psoriasis, people who have dermatitis, scabies, how they manage in that prison. I mean, people who have such diseases outside here, they don't even have enough adequate health care for them. They don't even have hospitals that can attend to them. People who have such diseases outside here die of poor management in hospitals. How much more people that are in prison and they come down with this? Not talk about the brutality involved in the prisons, where the police, the law enforcement agencies outside, now I mean people that are outside the prisons, maltreat and brutalize citizens, free citizens. How much more those that are inside the prisons? Now, when they brutalize you here, you don't even have mouth to report. If not for great people like Benjamin Hunde and those other online that are actively online police people that are active in social media platform that you can easily report these things to. If not for people like that, those brutalities can happen to you as a free citizen and you will still not have anybody to report to. How much more those that are in prison? Who do they actually report to? So that means your skull can be crushed by the law enforcement officer there, or the law enforcement officer there can collude with a prisoner to crush your skull, to fracture your bone, to dislocate your joints. And my problem now is, who do you report to, and then who actually takes care of your health care? The healthcare system outside is in shambles. If not for the beautiful work people like Governor Soludo is doing in Anambra State, and then the few other federal institutions that are in everywhere. Even those little ones even those massive ones that these governors are doing is not even enough for the citizens. How much more those in prison? Who takes care of them? You know why I'm saying all these things? So that you understand what the prisoners in Nigerian prisons undergo. Now, let me now come down to why I am making this video. Most of the prisoners there were actually sentenced to prison by these judges that handled Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. So you can imagine how pissed the whole world was when those judges were reading their what do I even call those things? Is it their sentences, or reading their paragraphs, their catastrophic paragraphs riddled with lies and falsehood? Black day for Nigerian Judiciary. So you'll be wondering, is it not these same judges that sentenced those people to Nigerian prisons? So how are you sure half of the people in that prisons were actually condemned criminals? How are you sure they are actually criminals? How are you sure they were not framed up? If this Presidential Election Petition Tribunal will see real facts that are everywhere, and twist them and overturn them, and even turn and started attacking witnesses, attacking petitioners, A judge is now, that means the judge is now a lawyer, a defense lawyer. The judge is now attacking petitioners. And it's these same judges that sentenced some of these people to prisons. So I want you to understand my point so that you understand why I feel we should be careful on how we judge those people that are in prisons. Because the judge is sentencing them and nothing to write home about. As we have come out en masse to stand with Mohbad.
This is for those of you who indulge yourself in crime. This video is for you. Take your time and watch this video and understand that what you are calling for is a very, 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 very heavy punishment. I will advise you retrace your footstep right now and go back to a normal living, to a good living. Stop living a criminal life. Stop indulging yourself into criminal activities, because you don't know what's happening in the other side of the world.
Tomorrow again.